Oh yeah.
All right, guys. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, getting you on the grind and improving your mind in every single video and live stream that we do. So, guys, make sure, as always, you hit the smash. So you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you want to donate to the channel, link in the description below. You got our Cash App. Definitely send some support to the channel. So today's current event topic live stream that we're doing is on this guy that you guys might
This
know
guy.
formerly from
Formerly.
Fox News. Tucker Carlson was maybe let go, or
Or fired or
fired, or
something.
something happened to where he's not there anymore. Now, why, you may ask, is this happening? Well, we're gonna find us some information. We're gonna do some FBI research. We're gonna be the FBI for today. We're gonna do a better job than the actual FBI has been doing with U.S. American
We'll do it
cases
very simply.
lately. Right. So let's see what we got for you guys.
Yeah, so we have a few things that we're going to go into. So right now, the first one I'm going to have pulled up is from Twitter. This page is called Call to Activism or whatever. They said breaking confirmed. Tucker Carlson was fired. Fox chairman Rupert Murdoch personally ordered Tucker Carlson's firing over a discrimination lawsuit filed by a former producer on his show.
Discrimination, huh?
The Los Angeles Times reported this. Murdoch was also concerned about a conspiracy theory Carlson was pushing that undercover government agents were involved in the January 6th insurrection, an allegation that has no factual basis according to the Times. Fox News is currently being sued by former producer Abby Grossberg, who worked on Carlson's show. Her suit alleges lawyers for Fox News coached and intimidated her into giving misleading testimony in the lawsuit filed by Dominion Voting Systems. She also alleged that when she joined Tucker Carlson tonight, she was bullied and subjected to anti Semitic comments. Of all the lies, racism, and anti democratic spewing, it seems Murdoch's final straw was the harm to his piggy bank.
So first, I just want to say that it's this is probably not good for Fox, but it probably is good for Tucker Carlson because say what you want about the guy, and I don't really
Yeah,
have
personally,
a.
to me, I
I'm
don't
sort
really
of
like him. I don't
yeah.
really. I'm not like. It's
Oh,
not that I
Mike
don't
doesn't even
like.
like him. Yeah,
It's not that I don't like the person. I just don't like his face. Like there's some videos I think that I don't know if I have him in the lineup for this, but there's some pictures and there's some videos when he's like talking to somebody like on his show and he's just staring into the camera like that. I just want to punch him in his mouth. Like I don't. It's not against him at all as a character or anything like that. I don't know what it is, but like it just makes me not like him. But like anything he says, like it just makes me not want to listen because he's part of Fox News, one of the major media companies out there that pretty much what we believe is controlling America. So
yeah. Disclaimer: we're not a proponent of all these news organizations like CNN,
Fox News,
Fox News. They're all
NBC, all
corrupt. They're all
these,
corrupted at some point in some
yeah,
level, just like most corporations are. You guys must learn to trust humans to be humans, which means no matter what company, no matter what government agency, no matter what, there is always something going on behind the scenes, whether it be for women, whether it be for greed or money, or someone's feelings got hurt or something got in the way. There is always things going on behind the scenes that you guys might never know. In fact, as we're talking right now, there are things within so many corporations that you probably buy from or from that have corruption going on behind the scenes. And there are things, that's why we encourage our audience to have an open mind at all times about everything going on. There could be a number of reasons why Tucker Carlson could have gotten canned, destroyed, outed by Fox News. But the truth is, Fox News is just like the rest of them. They all, they all have pros and cons. And there's always misinformation in any news organization, no matter how much you trust them. There's always something, there's always a plan behind the scenes. There's always something going on. And that's why we encourage everyone to always be a critical thinker about what you see, what you hear. Now, we encourage at some level for you guys to watch the news because you want to know what your enemy wants you to do. We want to know what the general population is being controlled to do, because as we know, most people, I'm sorry to say this, are sheep. They follow whatever the narrative is. They don't critically think. They don't have their own mind. They don't try to make their own improvements. They simply go along with the flock. So a lot of people just watch the news blindly and just, oh my god, and they freak out, and then they eat ice cream and they get fat. Just the usual. But the certain select few will actually watch the news not to educate themselves, because the news is not really for education. Most, even probably more for entertainment and doom and gloom. But you want to know what the news is trying to make you think. You need to see the manipulation in order to understand the manipulation. That is the thing. All these news organizations, you could say whatever you want about Tucker Carlson, but what I will say, he got Fox News those views. Without him now,
Yeah.
I don't know. They're going
Yeah,
to lose even more
apparently
viewers.
they lost $1 billion in stock from the time that from when they announced that they were parting ways to I think it was like a couple hours ago. I think they lost like $1 billion worth of stock. So their their shit is plummet, absolute plummet. Now we have uh another thing to go over right here. I'm going to pull it up for you. So this is also from Twitter. This is from Colin Rugg. He said, "I had a weird feeling that Tucker Carlson's days were numbered when I watched this clip last month. The media are part of the control apparatus. Not only are they part of the problem, but I spent most of my life being part of the problem. Tucker was meant to do more and needs a platform where he won't be tamed." Now,
Do you want to
before
watch the clip or not?
yeah, we're gonna watch the clip real quick, but before I get into it, I wanted to say that I feel like Tucker Carlson, regardless that he got pretty much removed from Fox News, he will land on his feet regardless. He's gonna either
Yeah,
have
he's still
either
rich,
he's gonna
so,
create his own platform, either through like using himself
or maybe
as
Rumble
his own
too.
thing. He can use Rumble. I think there's another type of news organization that's on the internet. I don't remember what it's called, but I think they talk about it in one of these things that I have here. But yeah, he's gonna land on his feet. He'll be fine, and anyone that follows him is just gonna go there. So it's perfectly okay. But let's watch this real quick. Let us get into it.
Like, I've spent my whole life in the media. My dad was in the
This is
media.
Full Send
Like,
Podcast.
that is a big part of the revelation that's changed my life. Is the media are part of the control apparatus. Like, there's yeah, I know, because you're younger and smarter, and you're like,
Yeah.
But what if you're me and you spent your whole life in that world, and to look around and all of a sudden you're like, oh wow. Not only are they part of the problem, but I spent most of my life being part of the problem, defending the Iraq War. Like, I actually did that. Can you imagine if you did that?
Well, what do you think? What is one of your biggest regrets in your career?
Oh, defending the Iraq War.
That is it.
Well, I've had a million regrets, not being more skeptical, calling people names when I should have listened to what they were saying. Look, when someone makes a claim, there's only one question that's important at the very beginning, which is the claim true or not? So I say, you committed murder or you rigged the last election. Before you attack me as a crazy person for saying that, maybe you should explain whether you did it or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for too long, I participated in the culture where I was like, anyone who thinks outside these pre-prescribed lanes is crazy, is a conspiracy theorist. And I just really regret that. I'm ashamed that I did that. And partly it was age, partly it was the world that I grew up in. So when you look at me and you're like, yeah, of course they're part of the means of control, I'm like, that's obvious to you because you're 28, but I just didn't see it at all. And I'm ashamed of that.
Isn't that what the media tries to do, though?
It's their only purpose.
Right.
They're not here to inform you, really. Even on the big things that really matter, like the economy and war and COVID and like things that really matter that will affect you. No, their job is not to inform you. They are working for the small group of people who actually run the world. They're their servants. They're their Praetorian Guard. And we should treat them with maximum contempt because they have earned it.
All right.
Well,
You heard it from the man himself. Listen, he honestly, like, as much as
He's
I
talking
don't want,
dangerous.
yeah, like as much as I don't want to believe him, I have to believe him because like he worked at one of the major news companies in America. One of the major news companies probably in the world, next to like I would guess CNN and the
Although CNN is also
BCC or
losing views
whatever it is
rapidly,
in
they're not,
UK.
yeah.
Whatever the one is in UK, like those like
BBC.
BBC, I don't know what it is, BCC, whatever. What he worked at one of the major news companies,
He's
and
gotta
he's
know
saying these
something.
things. So he would probably know at least something. He worked there since what? Probably like the early 2000s, maybe. I don't really know. I don't know if it was 20 in the 2010s, early 2000s. I don't even know if he was there in the 1990s. I don't even know. But this guy, he's worked at this company. He has his own show. He had his own show on this network, and he's claiming, what we have been saying this whole time, that the media is only there to control, and is not really to inform, is only just to to push a narrative. And so he's just confirming all these things for us, and to us it's like, finally someone is saying something that we know. But and like at the same time, it also kind of makes me a little bit like, are they just gaming us? Are they just making us believe, oh, we were right, but it's actually like something else, and we're just falling into their trap? Maybe it's like a whole big triple cross type of thing. I don't know. It makes me paranoid, but at the same time, I want to just believe that Tucker Carlson is like on the same side as us, and the same side as like people that want to believe that the news media is just only there to control, and is not there to actually help people like us. And that's just
Right, and then
how I feel
and
like
then
it
you
is.
got Tucker coming out saying, "Yeah, it's true. I work for these." And then, you know, when you come out against
Like,
these corporations, they will
I've
try
spent
to
my whole
come
life.
for you. So quite possibly there was more of a reason than meets the eye why he was outed from Fox. But by the way, it's gonna be on them because I think they're gonna lose a lot of viewers now that he's gone. I think. I think a lot of conservatives are really going to miss Tucker Carlson tonight. I think it was a fan favorite, and now that it's gone, I think there's going to be less reason for people to hit that button. You know, we don't even have, Mike and I in our homes, we don't even have cable, so we don't. My news source is actually Twitter. I'd rather support.
That's why we're using Twitter right now, because we
Yeah,
don't use like regular, because we don't believe in it. We don't
exactly.
believe
I'd rather support Elon
in
Musk than
cable
support.
networks.
Yeah,
We don't believe in this.
yeah. I'd rather support Elon Musk than Verizon
Yeah,
Fios. I
and
just like or Comcast or any of them.
I don't believe in the national news networks. I don't believe in things like the New York Times. I don't believe really in a lot of those things, because I believe that they are honestly just all corrupt they're all corrupted by the same things, because they're all news media. So I just believe that they're all pretty much the same. Like people, like the first thing that we looked at, they were saying, oh, because there was a story in the Times or whatever. Like, I don't care about the Times. The Times, I'm pretty sure, is corrupted by one of the sides of the political party. So to me, like, that just doesn't validate anything for me. But we have another post that we'll go into real quick, and this one is I think Charlie Kirk, and he says Tucker Carlson once came on my show and outlined exactly what he predicted would happen to him and what was most important. You can't control all the stuff that's going on. The powers that be will win, at least in the short term. Are they going to crush me? Oh yeah. So let's.
kind of reminds me of someone else that we
It
that
kind of reminds us of another
that,
person
that
that we
that
know.
tells the world of how much they were going to put in jail, and then they did.
Yeah. So
Very very interesting. It's almost like they know
yeah, it's like they
something.
know something. All right, let's take a watch.
Last piece of advice for young people: get married.
No,
Yeah,
Think
get married
small.
and have a ton of kids. I mean, get married when
Try.
you're too young, have more kids than you can afford, take a job you're not qualified for, live boldly, stop getting high, stop doing
Okay,
anything that blurs your vision or makes time go faster. You're going to
that's
die
good.
before you know it. Don't waste a second. That's the sin, is living thoughtlessly and wasting time. It's the one thing you can't get back. I've wasted a lot of money in my life. Oh my gosh. I don't
Can't relate.
care. I don't regret any of it. Every room service meal was worth it. It was fine. But any time that I wasted is really bitter for me because it's finite. And so live as fully as you can. And you can't control all this stuff that's going on. You can't control what Google does. And honestly, they're going to win. Like the powers that be will win, at least in the short term. Ultimately, they'll all blow up. But like we're powerless and hated. I think this myself all the time. Are they going to crush me? Oh, yeah. Okay. But in the meantime, I want to experience my life as fully as I possibly can. And I think that starts with having like a ton of kids, like way more than like Mormon levels of kids. I mean,
I mean, the one thing I'll
Okay.
I'd say this all the time. I could make a lot of kids right now if I was reckless with my dick. I
Oh
could
man, you'd be
easily.
Nick Cannon right now.
Yeah, Mike can literally confirm. Mike knows my life. I can literally make kids right now. I can go to a girl's house and make children right now, but I don't want to right now. I'm not ready. I'm not financially in that position to where I could do that. And I'm not trying to get on this child support right now for some girls. I'm not in the mood to have kids right now. Maybe
No.
one day I I must give birth. I must spread.
I must spread my seed across
Yes.
the land.
So shout out to that. But it's like he knew it was coming, which is, I mean, he says a lot of crazy, not crazy. It's just a lot of things that make people bewildered when he's on live. He goes against the main media narrative, and
Yeah.
if when you do that, when you go against the system, they're going to retaliate. No matter
takes a
what it
while.
takes,
But they will.
they will find a
So
way
they
to get
did
you
with-
on something.
So they did with Alex
yeah.
Jones. That's what they did with Andrew Tate. That's what they are doing to him now. And
May-
I think probably even a few other people. I can't even put into my brain right now who they are, but
Yeah.
there are many people that they've tried silencing, literally silenced.
Yeah, if you go speak out against these forces, they will find a way to come get you. Now, like we can talk a lot of crap because we're a very, very small channel on the internet, and the powers that be don't know we exist yet. But
when they do, ooh.
yeah, oops, I'm not giving my home address. But it's very important that we understand that there are things going on and that we need to really look at these kind of situations and think, really kind of critically analyze them. What else do we got?
Yeah, we got another one coming up right here. It's a post from I think Chuck Charles, and it's another video. It says Tucker Carlson. Sometimes you wonder just how filthy and dishonest our news media are. I think this is from his last show. I think this was from Friday. This is only a 25-second clip. I think I also have a longer clip coming up later from the same show. I don't know if it has the same stuff in it, but we're just gonna take a watch of this right now, and we'll listen.
Sometimes you wonder just how filthy and dishonest our news media are. You'll be in the shower and you'll think they're bad, but how bad are they? Well, here's one measure of their badness. You can try this at home. Ask yourself, is any news organization you know of so corrupt that it's willing to hurt you on behalf of its biggest advertisers? Anyone who do that is obviously Pablo Escobar level corrupt and should not be trusted.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly,
I wonder if he knew that was going to be his last one.
yeah,
I'm sure he'll probably come on some platform and talk
Yeah.
about it soon. That's the thing.
definitely soon.
The
Yeah.
views are going to come. In fact, now that he's gone from Fox News, it's possible people are going to get more curious, and he's going to get even more viewers now. Or he'll create his own thing. Like there's so many possibilities, and maybe he has some entrepreneur skills. He can create his own thing.
Yeah, and do his own show and stuff. But like the things that he's saying, like we've said as well, but he's saying it on such a grand scale. Like he's saying it to like millions. I think his average viewers on his show is about like 3 million. 3 million viewers. And I'm pretty sure a lot of these news media networks and stuff like that, their advertisers are, they range from so many different things, but I know for a fact, I know goddamn well that this has to be the case, and that pharma companies, especially ones like Pfizer, Moderna, all those guys, I know they're putting money into not just CNN but Fox News, NBC, all those news media networks. I know they're putting money in there for advertising or for whatever purpose.
Yeah, these companies and these government entities have more money and power than you and I could even fathom. All we can really do, the best thing we can do is individually control our lives with our own actions and be prepared and move in a very rational, a very smooth way in our lives, and move good and get ourselves in the right mindset and space in our lives. And the other thing we could do is we can spread the good word, and we could use the power of freedom of speech to spread good ideas and spread communication, a certain communication that will help the common man. And we can use our voice in a very positive way, which is exactly what we do on our YouTube channel. We talk about like nutrition and fitness and mindset and positive dating and and all these kind of things. So you guys can do the same thing. Just make sure you're moving in a smooth way that doesn't get you destroyed.
Yeah,
You know,
please, please don't. And also another thing before we move on to another one is with Tucker Carlson and the whole news media pretty much attacking him. Like it's so funny because a lot of the people that that watch CNN, for example, they see this news and they're like, "Oh, praise the Lord that they've taken away the Republican Party's hero and stuff like that." But like, do they not see the hypocrisy here with that they you talk bad, you use freedom of speech and you talk bad, and you try to you feel like you have an idea that might expose something that we feel like he exposed. I don't know what any of you guys think, but exposing companies like big companies and industries like big pharma and all those things, exposing them that they're manipulating networks and stuff, and then he gets fired like not like what is it, like 36 hours 48 hours later.
Yeah, of course.
It's a little sus, but like all these but the people that are blinded and because that they're on the opposite side, they don't see the big picture. They don't see they don't see the forest for the trees. They they pretty much are so tunnel visioned into their own narratives that they're being fed, that they don't see the problem. Because we don't we're not Republicans. We don't like either party. We don't care about either party.
I care about this party right here. With this party right here.
Yeah,
The
that
logo
party.
right there.
That
That's
party.
what we
That's the
we
party
about.
that's the party we care about. But and we just watch the idiots on both sides just bicker at each other
And
and
both
say
of them have
stupid
been wrong on
things.
many occasions, so
Yeah.
it's not one over the other.
Yeah,
It's
but then
both have the flaws.
when you see things like this where one person starts to stand up and say something and feels like he's doing the right thing and then gets shut down for it, now it's time for us to take a watch and try to actually analyze what's going on and find the truth, because we don't know if Tucker Carlson is just doing something to just to get views and just be crazy, or if he's actually trying to tell the truth and trying to speak out about certain things. And that's why we feel like it's necessary for us to try to be very level headed and try to actually figure out what is happening in the world right now. So we have another one we'll bring up real quick. It's Brian Krassenstein, whatever. It says breaking: Rupert Murdoch was reportedly concerned about Abby. This is what we said a little bit earlier. Sued against Tucker Carlson, as well as the coverage of January 6th and the conspiracy theories that he had been sharing in regards to federal agents having a part in the riots at the Capitol. This will, without a doubt, hurt Fox News greatly. Not only did they have to cough up $787.5 million in the Dominion case, but now they are losing one of their top hosts. The fact that Murdoch appears to be behind this move shows just how much of a risk he viewed Carlson. Many conservatives are saying that they are done with Fox News. This cannot be good for the network at all. Yeah, so people, because I've also seen it. I've seen it on different social media websites as well, that dealing with the whole news about this is that they are, at least the ones that watch Fox News or whatever, that they said that they're not going to watch Fox News anymore. And then the people that don't watch Fox News, they're like, "Oh, beautiful, Tucker Carlson's gone. We're happy, woohoo!" But at the
Him
same
going away literally
it does nothing.
Will do nothing.
It does nothing,
Your words are meaningless.
and it's like all that's going to be hurting is going to be Fox News for a little bit. They're going to be they're going to be hurting with certain revenues, but it'll be fine because the people who back them are just going to fill in more money to them to try to get back to where they should be, because that's just how the media machine works. They just pile in more money for them so then they can do the show that they need to be doing to fill the narrative of what they need to do, and they just move on. And the people who like these actual intellectual properties, which as what I'm going to use the term for, which are the pretty much the characters, Carlson and all these other who nobodies, I don't really know who they are. All they'll just replace them and put other people there, and then they'll just do they'll pretty much take their place, and that's, I guess it's fine. It doesn't really matter because you shouldn't even really be watching them anyway. You should just be, again, not watching but just observing what they're talking about and learn the manipulation tactics. But yeah, like we really only have one more left, and it's probably part of the other one that we did, but I think this one is, no, this one's about the same length, but the message on it is a little bit more important than really anything. So we will go to it in a second. Here we are. So, did Big Pharma play a role in Fox cutting ties with Tucker Carlson? Here's a clip from his last show, which is what we
Sometimes you wonder
do.
just how filthy and dishonest our news media are. You'll be in the shower and you'll think they're bad, but how bad are they?
And what's funny is it, like the title here, it says "Vaccines, the Media, Corruption, and the Truth."
Everything that the media does not want Tucker to say, he's like just coming
Yeah,
out saying
and like,
it,
and-
it wouldn't make sense that this is the perfect time to get rid of him. It's like, okay, he's saying too much, we got to cut him off. Like that's why we really got to start speaking up, like the people who really believe in truth and free speech, and we really need to start airing our voices and trying to do the right thing and trying to make voices heard and everything, because these people, they're going to keep getting canceled, and then even though it's going to make it more popular, which is dumb move, but the powers that be are just hoping that people are just stupid enough to be ignorant and just not even think about what's going on. We like when the pandemic first started, Mike and I were literally like, nah. Well, more so me. And Mike was like, "Yeah, you're kind of right." Like in the beginning, I was literally like,
yeah,
when this
I was-
started, everyone was like locked down, go in your house, and I was just like, locked down in my house? What am I, an animal? No, I don't really feel like it. I didn't see anybody dropping dead in the street, so automatically I was above the rest. I was just like, nah, or maybe I was just a risk taking dumb son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But either way, I
And
was just like, nah, I'm good.
I was using the pandemic to get out of work for a week.
I was
'Cause I hated my job at the time.
like, I was just like, I'm not gonna be a sheep and stay in my house and do what the news told me to do, what Fauci told me to do, what any of these forces. I was like, no, I'm good.
dog.
We were running every day, even though our gym got shut down, and we still saw our friends. We still had fun, partied. And I actually slept with a lot of girls during that period. So actually, I'm really happy this happened. So many girls were just like, I know I'm getting off topic. I know, but I'm trying to prove a point to you guys. So many girls were just like not getting dick, so they would just call me because I was the only guy that was not afraid to like go out and give dick. So, so I was getting laid left and right. So actually, the pandemic was a great time for me, but but basically, I never followed through any of these. I never followed through any of these government things, and you gotta. I automatically was like, bullshit. Not wearing a mask. Never did. I got in trouble so many times at jobs and stuff for not wearing a mask or wearing it incorrectly. But
And I think also, I know I'm gonna bring us back on topic real quick, but I think I don't know who the hell she is. I don't remember what she was known for or whatever. But what's her face? Candace Owens. I don't know who she is. I don't remember who she is or anything like that. But I'm pretty sure she posted something on Twitter not long ago. I don't remember when it was specifically, probably like an hour ago or so, and she said something about that there's a possibility of Fox News being sold, and one of the ways that they needed to do that was because the only reason why they are trying to sell it, and one of the reasons that it makes it easier is because that the lawsuit that we were talking about before a few times, is actually not with Tucker, but it's with Fox News. And so by getting rid of Tucker Carlson and getting the court case settled and stuff, it'll make it easier for the Murdoch people to sell the company. And that's what some people are talking about, especially this chick Candace Owens. If I can find if I could find that post, I'll put it up. But it's kind of interesting about this whole situation. There wasn't something else that I was gonna bring up right here. Okay, so let me bring this up. Let's see it. So it says, this is from the Colin Rugg guy. I think I had it up earlier. It says, I like the picture someone put in the bottom. It says, Tucker Carlson was told he was being released by Fox News just 10 minutes before it was public. Fox is done. Tucker will ultimately be the big winner when the dust settles. The Fox News handcuffs are off. Yeah, so like we were saying before, like Tucker Carlson's gonna be fine regardless if he, when this is all over, when the whole news of this is done, which will probably be in the next day or two, he's just gonna come out and he's gonna put out something somewhere, and
Yeah, now people
all the
even more
views,
curious.
all the views will go to it because that's just how that works. Like if people like Tucker, right? People will follow him wherever he goes. If he goes to Rumble, if he goes to, YouTube for some reason, if he goes to any type of video esque news esque site,
He could be the
or
new.
if he just creates his own thing, people will just go to him because it's him.
He should be the new spokesperson for Bud Light. Get those sales back up.
Yeah, help them.
Come on, Bud
please.
Light. I just gave you a great business idea.
Yeah.
Don't be dumb.
Yeah, don't be stupid. Well, yeah, like no one's gonna like go back to Fox News if they actually only really cared about Tucker. Like again, like I said earlier, I don't really care for Tucker. Some of the things he says, in my opinion, sound genuine. They sound legit. I just don't like his face. And
Don't
like
judge a book by its cover, Mike.
listen. It's hard to really want to listen to someone when you look at them and it looks like you just really want to punch them square in the mouth. Like
Mike just prefers other news anchors. That's all.
no, I don't prefer any news anchors, to be quite honest with you. But like when you hear the things that he says, and then these actions happen where he gets removed randomly, then you start to not just, I wouldn't say really sympathize with the person, but now you should really like to actually listen in to what they were trying to say and watch some of the things that not just are just from his show, but are like from shows that he's done, like with the Full Send podcast that we showed earlier, and whatever other podcast that he was on that we had on before. Like these, I just seen a meme. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, you can't. I'm gonna have to just pull it up so you guys can look at that too. It's just a matter of like really understanding where the person themselves were coming from and seeing if what they were saying, using critical thinking skills, really thinking to yourself, like, is all this true? Is he just making shit up? Is he just going crazy? Or is there some truth behind it? Is there something that's there that maybe we don't fully understand because we don't fully see what the people above are really doing.
Right.
We can only just see small portions, and we can we see through the lies of the news. So we just hope and pray that what we believe to be true through those lies is the truth, but it might be even worse than
We'll
we
have to
really
see
even know.
what developments come out with this next. It should be very interesting, guys. I definitely encourage you to, as usual, think openly, and just remember that the only person that has control of your life is you, or should be you. Should not be the media. Should not be these TV programs. And hopefully it works out for Tucker. But most importantly, you guys got to cover your own ass and be careful out on the streets, man, because the forces that be out there, they want you to be weak. So it's important that you stick to your guns, stay strong, look after your families and your friends, and keep mentally healthy. Because the one thing the government does not want, and these corporations don't want, the one thing they don't want is for you to be mentally healthy, fit, powerful, strong, masculine men. They don't want that for you. So if you're going against the grain, if you're actually sticking to your guns and living your life the way you want, you're already above 90% of the sheep out there. So guys, anything to add?
I think this is going to be something that we're going to find out some more about this when Tucker actually speaks. So
yeah, he's not done yet.
If he speaks and it seems interesting, we'll probably do a live stream on it, or we'll do a video. It doesn't really, to us, it doesn't really matter the type we do. But if you want to watch it, I say you definitely like the live stream and put in either in the live chat for right now, or in the comment section after the video is done, if you want to watch us either react to it or talk about it. So definitely put it in there.
Okay,
Let us know.
Leave a comment below. Let us know what you think, and make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Get that notification bell going, and make sure if you'd like to support the channel, you can donate to the Cash App link in the description below. And with that said, we're going to see you guys in the next video.